he has to deal with 8 nights of this BS.
That's it. That's it.
Welcome back to Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches. I'm Noah.
And I'm Richard.
And it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! And today we bring you the debate that has been running since 1988.
Are we debating that today?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No.
Yes.
Die Hard is a movie that takes place at Christmas time. It is not a Christmas movie. Harumph.
Die Hard
humbug.
is a Christmas movie. But I want to hear a more detailed explanation.
What, from me?
From you? Is that your only point? It just happens to take place at Christmas, and that's it?
Die Hard is just a classic 80s action hero flick. You could have taken that movie and set it at just about any time of the year. It could have that event could have taken place on New Year's Eve. It could have taken place on February 23rd. It could have taken place in the middle of the summer. It had nothing to do with Christmas. It had everything to do with a bank heist. But basically, John McClane's wife saying, "You're nothing but a common criminal," and Hans Gruber saying, "I am an exceptional criminal," which might be the best line of the movie.
Best line of the movie. Absolutely fantastic.
But you pulled this movie out of the Christmas setting, and you have the same movie.
So yeah, I think you can do that with... I think that is an argument that has many issues with it, because how many layers do you have to peel off a movie to make it not a Christmas movie? Because there's a lot of movies that are Christmas movies where if you peel away the entire set dressing of it and you just stick with the core theme of the movie, even some Christmas classics, like they're just a moral wrapped in a Christmas package. But my perspective on Die Hard is that it is a Christmas movie. Not because it takes place on Christmas. Not because there's some Christmas message hidden in there. Oh, no. I've got something that irrefutably makes this a Christmas classic.
Irrefutably.
You have lost. You were playing checkers while I was playing chess. You were in checkmate before you even realized we were playing chess, dear Dad. Because the fact that this is even a discussion proves that this is a Christmas movie.
Oh, crap.
Cultural norms. This movie is a Christmas movie for so many people. The amount of people who watch this yearly around Christmas time have made it a tradition. All right? You cannot argue with that. People have made this a Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie because of the setting. It's not a Christmas movie because of a message. It is a Christmas movie because people have accepted it as a Christmas movie.
It is not a Christmas movie because the director said it wasn't a Christmas movie.
Death to the author, dear Dad. Death of the author. The minute it leaves his hands and goes to the consumer, it is theirs to interpret as they see fit. I have always believed in death to the author. Ever since I learned of the death of the author viewpoint, I have agreed with it. 100%. Death of the author. As someone that runs plenty of Dungeons and Dragons games, which the global rule number 1 for running that is the best laid plans will never survive first contact with a player. Being the author of the story that the players take, the minute it gets in the consumer's hands, it is theirs to interpret as they see fit. It doesn't matter what the director says. It doesn't matter what the actors say. The fact of the matter is that a large percentage of the audience has and continues to see this movie as a Christmas tradition, as a Christmas movie that is had this impact on their holiday season, it is officially a Christmas movie for millions of people around the world.
In the discussing and writing of the 35 or 40 novels and plays that we covered during your homeschooling years, had you taken that argument with me, I would have failed you every time. There are rules of interpretation and evidence, and basically that argument says I can make anything be anything I want it to be.
Yes. Does it make it valid? Not necessarily.
All right. Okay. Okay. No, thank you. Thank you for that.
Here's why it's a valid viewpoint. Death of the Author is the valid viewpoint, and it's because everyone's entitled to their opinion, and there's no way to argue with someone's opinion on whether something is objectively good or objectively bad. Believe me, I've gotten into enough arguments with enough film snobs that think that some French movie where people look all depressed and barely speak any dialogue is a work of art. Sure, to them it is a work of art. It is a work of something. There is no way you're going to win in the court of opinion. Because when all opinions are equally valid and how people interpret things, there is no fact to be had.
I don't know that all opinions are equally valid.
That's
a whole question of, unto itself.
In terms of interpretation of whether something is good or not. Like, I know you've never engaged in Pokemon, but Pokemon is the best-selling franchise in the world. It makes it good for some people, not good for other people. That is an entire matter of opinion. You don't have to like it. It doesn't stop it from being insanely popular.
Okay, so I
you were not prepared for that.
That one took a left-hand turn. I didn't expect to be going into. I didn't say anything against Pokemon. I've never said anything against Pokemon.
I was using that as an example,
right?
Because I know that you've never engaged in that, like the hype surrounding that at all.
No, you know what? Just going down this rabbit hole for a little bit. The number of adults that I know who really, really, really like Pokemon and Poke hunting is surprising. But my attitude on that has always been, okay, take my daughter with, because I really don't want to have to go do that.
Uh-huh.
So I did not know until I was doing a little bit of reading on this, that this was based on a book. And I had it written down on a sheet of paper because, I take notes, and I only took this, just a tiny amount of notes on this one. And now I'm not going to be able to find the name of it. But it was based on a book, and I want to go get the book and read it. I really do. Yeah. I want to go get the book and read it. I want to get the book and find out, what the author had in mind. Based on a 1979 novel, Nothing Lasts Forever by Roderick Thorpe. So I'm going to have to find that and see and find out, what's going on. Maybe that will change my mind about this story.
Classic English teacher. What do they mean when they say the curtains are blue? They mean the curtains are fucking blue.
Have you ever known me to go into that level of analysis?
Not that level of analysis, but that ruins the point of a funny analogy. Don't ruin a good joke with facts. Where did I learn that one from?
All right. Okay. I may have said that once or twice.
However,
despite First Blood,
rant aside,
the first Rambo movie,
yeah,
right, when Rambo gets arrested for just walking through town by the bigoted jerk cop, and he gets dragged to the police department, and in the background in the office on a desk is sitting one of those desktop decorated Christmas trees.
Yep.
Is that a Christmas movie?
I haven't watched First Blood in so many years. I'd have to go back and rewatch it. But since
That's
there's
literally
not-
the only
since there's-
reference to Christmas in the
since-
movie.
Since there's no memes about, I don't know, a advent calendar of Hans Gruber falling from Nakatomi Plaza.
I want one of those. I want one of those.
Mister, it's not a Christmas movie.
I just think that that's hysterical. I just think that that is funny. It's whether you think it's a Christmas movie or not.
Again, though,
Mm-hmm.
people have made this culture around it being a Christmas movie. How many times every year, without fail, every year there is a Facebook event named Christmas Eve at Nakatomi Plaza. That is made every year without fail. And then every year without fail on December 24th, all across Twitter, all across Facebook, all across Instagram, it's becoming a cliche at this point. People will share a fake news article. Terrorists launch attack at Nakatomi Plaza on Christmas Eve. It is tradition. It is a phenomenon, and it happens every single year. There is this entire culture war around it being a Christmas movie or not.
I like the meme about this that it refers to Alan Rickman being dropped, where the director said we're dropping you on 3 and he dropped him on 2,
yeah.
which I think is absolutely
Oh
hysterical.
yeah, that's how you get the best reactions.
But I'm curious about something because that was such a massive fall when you do the exterior shot on the building. Was that a stunt actor or was that a dummy?
I need to go rewatch the clip.
It's a. There's no arms and legs flailing. The body fell in almost like a U shape.
I feel like that's a dummy. I'd have to go rewatch.
What is the maximum drop a stunt actor can take into a bag?
The highest stunt fall was done for the Assassin's Creed movie. And it was not into a bag, it was into a net.
Okay. And
it was 220 feet. No?
Wow.
Nope. No. Dar Robinson at 220 feet. The stunt from Atlanta's Hyatt Regency Hotel, doubling in the 1981 Burt Reynolds film Sharky's Machine as the highest free fall stunt ever performed from a building for a commercially released film.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All
right. I was going to say
it was an untethered 125-foot leap of faith into a net. Okay, and it was done from a crane. Cool. Was the Assassin's Creed one? Yeah. 220 feet, 200-ish feet.
That's. If that was,
they normally don't even do that anymore.
If that was a person falling, it was spectacular.
It also was probably onto cardboard.
Instead
of potentially was onto cardboard instead of an air ramp.
Gotcha.
Stacks of cardboard boxes are really good at breaking people's falls.
Well, I tell you what.
But it also could have been just a dummy.
I just looked at it and I just went, "Whoa, that was a heck of a fall."
Yeah,
that was,
yeah. Woof. Not me. I don't do those.
Hands down, the best ending of the movie.
Nice.
Thank you. I got my one.
Oh, boy. But everything else aside, it is a fantastic movie. I love this movie in general. The fact that this is Alan Rickman's first movie, ever, is always mind-blowing. This shows that he always had talent. He's just so talented.
There is a scene in the movie where he's talking over the radio to the guy who's the computer expert, and he's just telling him, "It's Christmas, miracles happen, have faith, just keep doing something." And the lilt in his voice as he is delivering that line is so funny, and so the man was a genuine talent. And I do want to say, when we were talking about actors in the movie, it is truly unfortunate what is happening to Bruce Willis.
Yes.
Yes. I
keeping up with that news.
Yeah. Is it officially Alzheimer's or is it dementia or
I don't know if we've seen an official. But
he's struggling a great deal, and it is truly unfortunate. And it seems like it came on very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So. Not good.
Best wishes to his family and him going forward with that.
Yep. But the movie itself,
It is an all-time classic, no matter what.
Yeah, whether you think
just
it's a Christmas movie or not, it was fun to watch that.
It is a great flick. It is. I mean, okay, here, ironically, okay, whether you think it's a Christmas movie or not, okay, it did start this trend of ironically violent Christmas movies, like Violent Night. Which we reviewed last year.
Yeah, Violent Night was fun.
Freaking great movie.
Yeah.
Whether or not because people were like, hey, we want to watch a violent movie on Christmas, that's probably why we got stuff like Violent Night, and we're getting a sequel, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Violent
Well,
Night
you
too.
knew
I'm
that
excited.
last year, and it's just a matter of waiting for it to come out.
I'm really excited for it.
Oh, it's gonna be another
Violent Viking Santa, let's go.
Oh, the Viking Santa. That was a good touch.
Good.
That was a real good touch.
So good. No, the action in Die Hard is all-time fantastic. And it's a really smart one, too. There's some smart moments. He hands the unloaded weapon to him.
Yes.
And you could see the hidden details that it was unloaded. You saw how he, didn't rack it.
Okay.
So that he knew he was handing a completely safe weapon to him. Freaking fantastic. This movie has so many cool little attention to details.
Well,
In terms of how they set up the conflict and how they it's so good.
It was kind of a trip down memory lane for me because you see these actors in the beginning of their careers, and you see the deputy police superintendent walk on set, and you're like, oh, it's the jerk from the Breakfast Club. Is that all he did was roles like that? and then you see the reporter, and you're like, oh, Ghostbusters, Dickless.
The relationship with the officer over the radio
was fantastic. Yes,
just loving it.
Yes, and I'm not bringing any of these actors' names to mind.
Yeah,
I just sat and I just watched it. But that character actor who I believe he played the dad on Urkel, and was very well loved for that role.
Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yes.
What did you do?
Yes.
What is your
I believe
IMDb? Known for Die Hard, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
What did he do in Ghostbusters?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
I don't remember him.
Jail Guard.
Oh, okay.
Jail Guard.
Right. Getting his start, one of the smaller roles.
Probably. He's in several Family Matters, yeah. Big
Yep.
Daddy Urkel.
Yep.
So,
he was that was a fun role. And then I had this thought, this is kind of dumb because you see all these people that you recognize, and I was looking at the actress who played John McClane's wife, and I actually went to IMDb to find out what her career was like, because sometimes you see these people and they have one or two roles and then they disappear. She's been working for decades.
Is it Bonnie?
Yep.
Bedelia?
Have no idea what she's done. Don't know if I've ever seen her in anything else, but she's working steadily and a totally forgettable role.
Yeah.
A totally forgettable role,
Yeah, that is a long career.
It is. It's a very long career. She's a successful working actor, and good on her. But fun trip down memory lane. I remember when this came out. This is not a movie I've seen a lot of. This is not a movie I could ever get your mom to watch.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's not her cup of tea.
I remember a couple years ago, I'm in Kuwait. I'm deployed.
All right.
And it's Christmas Eve in the hospital.
And you watched it?
And everyone's like, we're watching Die Hard. Because several people hadn't watched Die Hard. And we're all like, oh, you have to watch Die Hard. So, Christmas Eve, everyone goes out. They grab their snacks from the shop on post.
Right.
And we go back to the hospital. We find an empty room. We set it up. And people come and go as we watch Die Hard. It took a while to get Amazon Prime working out in the desert. But
sure.
We got it working, and that was our Christmas Eve, was watching Die Hard in the desert. It was awesome.
Cool. I can see that.
Awesome. This movie is just, it is a classic for so many reasons. But
it was a fun movie. It was a good movie. I now, thanks to $9.96 at Walmart, I own
all
Die
5.
Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, and A Good Day to Die Hard. And I think I've seen Die Hard 2. I'm really going to have a downtime in the store to watch those other ones.
These, I'll give the rest of the movies credit. The names are clever.
They are, yeah.
I don't think anything else in the movies themselves are clever, but
do they all take place at Christmas time?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I think they avoided that.
You know, because if you had,
I think he realized that if he did another, he made them, it would just solidify the argument that he didn't want perpetuating.
I was just
the company. I don't know.
wondering, because if John McClane had 5 bad Christmases in a row,
That'd be hilarious.
The 6th movie would be Die Hard: The Conversion. John McClane becomes Jewish.
Suddenly John McClane starts celebrating Hanukkah instead. And he has to deal with 8 nights of this BS.
That's it. Die Hard. Step aside, 5 Nights at Freddy's. We've got 8 nights of Hanukkah. We should start writing this script.
Oh, we should. What do you think is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Answer in the comments section below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Merry Christmas.
I was gonna say 8 Crazy Nights, but that's an actual movie. It's like the only Hanukkah movie, and it's really bad.
That's funny.
John McClane becomes rich. Oh no!
That's great.
Oh.